Hey, what's going on? Eric here. This video here is going to be a little bit of some upgrades I've been doing or am doing to the SX Strat giveaway guitar. And yeah, I notice how my desktop is kind of like organized. I'm kind of a neat freak when it comes to stuff. But anyways, so right now I'm going to go into a web page, which is guitarheads.net. And I was kind of hunting down for some parts as far as pickups go and shit like that, just to see what's out there, the quality of it, and you know, followed up with reviews and everything else. So I found these guys here, and they have quite a bit of a selection of almost anything that you want for guitars or accessories or anything else. Let's go to the pickups, and they're reasonably priced. So here you can kind of see kind of the styles of pickups that they do sell. And what I'm looking for are mini humbuckers. And so I scroll down, keep scrolling. You can see they got pretty much everything that you would want for pickups and reasonably priced. So I'm going to go with the Guitarhead Mini Rail humbuckers in white, so it matches the pickguard and stuff. So those are the ones I'm selecting, and you can kind of read a little bit as far as, you know, the features and shit of them. So $24.99 for bridge, $24.99 for neck. Not a bad price, and they're not dragon fires. So I picked these guys up. I kind of went through and looked at some of the tests that were done on them for as far as frequencies and the decibel. So if you kind of look at the sheet here, I'm going to end up making a copy of it so I can make it bigger. All right, so save that. I can't click on it to make it larger than that, so I'm going to have to save it. I'll close this, go back. There's a video, I will put it in the description of how these guys sound. I was kind of impressed with them. And which file was it? I think it was this one. And there it is. Oh, wrong way. All right, blow that up. So as you can see, a little bit under 10 decibels. The comparison between the Gearhead mini rails and the Gibson 58s. So the blue, well, that's the Gibson. The red is the mini rails. And you can see the output is much higher than the Gibson is. Well, quite a bit higher. I wouldn't say a whole lot, but quite a bit. There's the blue, that's the Gibson, and the red is the mini rails, as you can see. So you can see that there is a, you know, a little bit of a peak, and then the drop off as far as it goes. That's probably after the string has been strummed and it's kind of like losing its energy. So yeah, I was kind of impressed with these, and you know, again, they're not Dragonfire pickups. I was looking for something a little bit different. And there's the video. It is a YouTube video, so I will post that in the link. You can read a little bit about what the specifications are as far as the type of a pickup they are. And then in the bottom over here, you have your specs. So for a bridge position, you have a resistance of 13.9 ohms. All right. And I don't think anyone follows the AC part of it or the impedance. And then there's the pole spacing. For neck and middle position, you have an 8.25 ohms. And yeah, so I kind of figured these are going to be pretty good as far as, you know, a little bit of an upgrade from the stock pickups that are in the SX Strat. And I am going to replace all three pickups, so I've already placed the order for those. I'm just waiting for them to come in. Yeah, so it's kind of going to be a pretty good deal. Now I've got to work on the nut that's on this guitar. The old one was plastic, and I'll kind of show that in a bit. Alright, so you can kind of see I have the neck separated from the body of this thing, and I started doing a little bit of work. Got the nut removed from the slot that's on the neck, and the nut on this thing that's plastic. It broke when I was pulling off. This nut wasn't even glued in there. It was so tight that I broke the nut as I was pulling it out. So I do have some blank bone nuts. All right, these are non-bleached bone nuts. They are lubricated. You can kind of feel the lubrication that's on them. And this one here, I already pre-cut for something else that I didn't use it. It fits in there, but it's a little bit, you hear that clicking sound, it's a little bit on the loose side. So I'm going to make a new one. This one will be fit to inside that groove a little bit tighter than what that other one was. But I also ended up ordering some bleached bone nuts. This is part of the, I don't know, a long time ago I ended up scoring a bunch of parts and tools and everything else, books on how to repair guitars, and the books are very informational that I've got as far as the, you know, doing repairs and stuff and how-tos. So this came with that set, and it's not bad. I mean, it'll probably work out pretty good since the, you know, the binding isn't a actual white like a bleached nut would be. So I could probably use this thing in there and be all right. And as you can see, like with this one here, it's the nut's kind of white. I don't know yet. I may use that or just wait for the bone nuts that are bleached to come in. It was like 10 bone nuts for bleached bone nuts for, I think it was like 15 bucks. So we'll see how those things work out. I also have another bridge coming. A new one. What else do I have going on over here? You got to disassemble all of this. I want to polish up this, sand this body down, give it a good buffing, good polish to it. There are some, you know, scrapes and marks and shit on there. So on the back over here, you know, there's some marks over here, which that right there, I think it's just a smudge. No, that's a mark. So there are some scratches on here. There's some little bit of scuffing right over here where you're pretty deep. I want to see if I can get some of that out. Otherwise, you know, this guitar is, body-wise, it's very nice. I just want to make it a little bit more newer than what it looks like now. Get rid of some of it. So this is going to be the giveaway guitar. You know, I want people to be happy with what they got and be impressed with the way things are about it. I'm not going to change out the tuners. These tuners are pretty nice. They're not all loose. They're pretty tight as far as, you know, turning them goes. They don't feel like they're crap, you know, so I'm going to leave those. I'm going to replace these trees. I think I have a set of trees that I can replace this with. Do a nice polishing on these frets. As far as everything else goes, it seems like they're okay. I checked out the fretboard, make sure everything is not higher or lower, messed up or anything else. And I've been waiting for some parts for the my drum set, but only one thing has came in, so that's why you guys haven't seen a video of that. EJ Guitars ended up saying something about making a quick disconnect to put the drum set basically back to stock, you know, unplug the extra cymbal. So I ended up getting a mono switched phono jack, and this will help me with accomplishing that. So I've got some heat shrink tubing that I can wrap this up in and you know, make it all look like it's professional with the harness, and basically just unplug the extra cymbal and it'll switch back to the snare drum ring. You know, and then from there you could set the ring to whatever you want it to be set to. Plus, the guy who sent me the extra cymbal, the boom, the mount was the wrong one. He ended up sending me a mount for the drum, or the drum pad, not for the cymbal itself. So I ended up getting hold of him, and he's sending me those, so those are coming. So it's pretty cool to have a relationship with a bunch of you know, eBay sellers and websites and stuff like that you go to buy parts for, because the guys are willing to help you out. If you end up getting something that you know, wasn't quite right, it pays off to be nice about it. You know, get a hold of them, talk to them, send them an email or whatever, and be really cool about it, and they will be cool with you about it. They won't be a dick or an ass about it, and they'll, you know, help you out whichever way they can. They want that good feedback, and that good feedback helps them with their business. So they're going to do anything possible to help you out, as long as you're not an ass towards them. You know, people screw up, so can't help it. You know, it happens, and you know, so don't be an ass towards somebody if you bought something that wasn't something that you actually expected or was the right part. just get a hold of them, talk to them, find out what what they can do for you. So I noticed on this neck here on the body that the pick guard is a little bit bigger and not very nicely trimmed over here, so I'm going to end up filing that to make it look a little bit better than what it is. Otherwise, it still has the plastic on it. I haven't taken that off. Again, electronics are going to be replaced on this thing, and hopefully it's going to rock out pretty good. Take a look at the video that I'm going to post at the bottom in the description, basically on the guitar head pickups. And like I said, I was impressed with the way they sounded. And since they're going to be mini humbuckers, they're going to get rid of whatever noise and stuff, cancel out that. Plus, they're splittable, so you'll be able to split them and stuff. I don't think I'm going to wire them because this has got a 5-way switch, so it'll be, have it in the bridge position, so it'll be bridge and neck, or bridge and middle and neck, and then just neck. So I think that's the way I'm going to wire them. I don't have any toggle switches. I don't have any push and pull switches. I need to stock up on some of that stuff. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to check out to see what these pots are and go to town with that. All right, so that's it for now. You guys take it easy. I will be posting a video soon about fixing the drum set. As looking it up online and stuff like that, I could not find anything about the drums as far as adding another cymbal to them. This was kind of something that maybe will help other people as far as wanting to do something like this for themselves. Very simple. I gave you the color codes for the wires, so it should be pretty easy to figure out. All right, you guys take it easy. Have a good one, and I will catch up with you all later.